njagala mbagulye nti olunaku luno lwa nnaku nnyo nga famire endala zonna. Omuntu obulwadde bw'omuntu buluma nnyo, embeera ye si nnungi, naye olwaleero agenza avaayo katono kubanga olwaleero tube zonna ze babadde bamusibyeko ez'okulya ez'eddagala bazigyewo, era olwaleero twasobodde okumuwaako kasupu n'anywako ne juice n'akamere akatono akali soft nnyo. Atandise mpola mpola naye tayogera. Namusabye nti waakiri wandiika ndabe ky'olowooza, n'okuwandiika ne kulema, emikono nga tekwata, tali bulungi, mumusabire eddembe lye ng'omuntu, ng'omunnayuganda. Ngambye nti ng'omunnayuganda constitution emukuuma, twakola eyo constitution nti buli munnayuganda yonna yenkana. Tetusaba mukisa, tusaba justice, tusaba nti kooti ekolere constitution, ekolere ku mateeka. Besigye awoze omusango mu kooti eri independent and impartial. So tetusaba nti bamusonyiwe kubanga talina musango, tetusaba special favor nti oba muntu mukulu oba kyaa munnayuganda ng'abalala. Etteeka likolere bwenkanya nga constitution bwe yakitaddeko.
The people of Kenya who have seen what is happening in Uganda and the world at large, including the UN Commission for Human Rights, which have come out to condemn what is happening in Uganda. Our campaign is not in vain, and we shall continue to talk. That is what we have in our church. What we have in our hands is our ability to communicate without fear, with courage. And then we must thank those who have come our way. Please fight on, because rights are global, and we must fight together to ensure that all countries are free. It should not stop at private individuals, persons who are concerned. Countries should be concerned. When Kenya was on fire with the Gen Z, we were all concerned. When Tanzania is challenged, we are all concerned. So it should not be private individuals talking about this, but governments in East African community, in the region, should stand up and condemn what is happening here and act on it. Because condemnation is one thing, but acting on it through various meetings on human rights must be called, must be summoned, so that people are not repressed the way they are being repressed. We must thank the religious leaders who have come out. I remember Bishop Bukomeko was very clear. The cultural leaders who have come up. I remember the Kabaka of Uganda and Prince Nachibinge came up. And many others are silently working. When we wrote to Mufti Mubadje, the Mufti Mubadje, he said that our communication was forwarded to General Museveni. We were glad to hear that. The Mufti Mubadje also did something. We are waiting for one invitation to the Interreligious Council so that we can engage them as well, because we wrote to them too. And the cultural leaders will have something to discuss with you. And we are seeing President Museveni all over the country doing a few things to fix his integrity and also to fix his popularity, which is dwindling every day. It will not cease to dwindle because of these human rights abuses, because of the abductions, because of the incarceration in the basement and suffering of Ugandans. People cannot forgive a government which does such things. You may engage religious leaders, you may engage cultural leaders, you may engage people in the ghetto, you may engage people in the market, just to divert the attention of the people from the facts of the deterioration of human rights, abductions, incarcerations in unknown destinations. You will not divert our attention from those nefarious things which are being committed by this regime by mere engagement of cultural leaders, religious leaders, people in the ghetto, people in the markets, distributing money, and so on. We shall not be diverted. And we shall continue to campaign against what is happening. We shall continue to talk about what is happening. We shall not be diverted. Those diversions, do not accept those diversions. Members of the media, do not divert your attention from the abuse of human rights which is happening. Those diversions, don't allow. They may do something else to divert the attention of the people. Let me tell you, members of the Fourth Estate, at one point in time you had hundreds of dollars which were traveling through a truck arrested in Mulago. And before we concluded on who was trafficking that money, millions of dollars, then we had a certain Onyum who killed 4 children. And all our attention was diverted to that. And we left that subject not entertained and without a conclusion. And as we were talking about Onyum, who is still at large, we are now into abductions. Then you are now hearing this one is in a marketplace distributing money, causing excitement. They are causing diversions. The media should not be diverted. The subjects of the day is concerning all of us. Recently, the media was closed. The Nation Media Group. They are allowing them to come back. That should not cause just excitement. It took you, who are not even in the Nation Media Group, to fight for them by highlighting our fight for freedom of expression. Don't be diverted. Continue to converge the idea that we must fight for the rights of prisoners. We must fight for fairness in the judiciary. We must fight against the rot in the judiciary. We must fight against the militarization of the judiciary and the militarization of the polity. That is where the fight is. The media should not be diverted. And we thank you for standing with us.